How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Today, I want to talk to you about a new penny stock. Now, the whole cannabis industry in general is growing pretty quickly right now. This is an industry that I think will be legalized over the coming years. I think there's a lot of people pushing for that, as a lot of people already use cannabis, or as a lot of people think that, it's not that big of a deal really to use it anymore. And there are a lot of industries that are growing quite quickly, even with it not federally legalized here in the US yet. There are REITs that are growing that are in the cannabis industry. There are different recreational sides, different recreational companies like Planet 13 that are growing. The company that I want to talk to you about today, though, is in the beverage industry, or the beverage sector within cannabis. Now, this is one that I hadn't really thought about until recently, but you can see here the global cannabis beverages market size was about 367 million in 2019, but it's projected to reach 8.5 billion by 2027 with a compounded annual growth rate of about 51%. This is coming from Fortune Business Insights. I hadn't really considered that, but a lot of companies have done quite well in the beverage space when you think about 5 Hour Energy, when you think about Monster, Rockstar, all these kinds of energy drinks, but I hadn't really considered something like this, right? A cannabis drink. The company that we're talking about today is in the cannabis drink industry, cannabis beverage industry. The name of it is BevCanna, beverage cannabis. Now, this one is an interesting one because of the fact that they produce other drinks for other companies, but they also do their own side too. They have their own brands. They've been acquiring companies pretty quickly. They've been growing different partnerships. They have an investment from the #1 US cannabis beverage company too. So it's a really interesting company that I want to walk you through, kind of talk you through it. It's under the ticker BVNNF. The Canadian ticker is BEV. It's on the OTC market. It's right under $1 as of today. It's actually at 76 cents. So I want to walk you through it. Before we get started, though, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate it. Please hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. There is a link down there to the Patreon in case you want to see exactly when I buy and sell different stocks. There's also a link down there to WeBull. You can deposit $100 and get a couple free stocks in the process. Now, I want to say this is a sponsored video today. I just want to make that very clear. There's a disclaimer. There's the little pop-up right when you clicked on the video. Just know, though, that I am not being told what to say. I'm not being told how to say it. I would not do a sponsorship for a company that I don't believe in. I actually have turned down a lot of these in the past just because I want to make sure that I'm bringing you guys the best content possible. Now, this company is a bottling company. It has its own brand, so I'll walk you through it here because they've been acquiring and making partnerships with a couple different companies, so I'll walk you through it here. So BevCanna owns and operates one of the highest capacity cannabinoid beverage processing and manufacturing facilities in Canada. They have their own brands, and they also have the ability to white label for other clients. So if you think about companies like Tattooed Chef, if you remember, Tattooed Chef did a lot of white labeling, a lot of private labeling for other companies like Costco, like Trader Joe's, and they would make the product for them, and then Trader Joe's would go put their own label on it. So it's a great way of just getting really consistent income and consistent revenue without having to go out and market and all this other stuff. You just need to create a good relationship. They also have this company that they acquired called Naturo Group. Now, Naturo has a product called Trace, which is in over 3,000 Canadian retailers. Now, they have a leadership role, a leadership position in the plant-based and mineral category. So they are already in that category in a lot of stores. Now, they also offer white labeling capabilities. They offer different beverage product formats, including PT, aluminum, and glass factors. So it gives them a little flexibility in what kind of brands they're working with. And then also we have Pure Therapy, which is the US side. So they just completed this too. And they sell a range of different health products in North America and Europe. So this kind of gives them access to a lot of customers. You can see 23,000 customers were acquired from this. So it's just increasing their ability to get into this market. They partnered with the #1 US cannabis beverage company, Keef Brands. So they're working in a mutually beneficial relationship where they're kind of helping each other get into the US and getting into Canada. You can see Bev Canna acting as an exclusive licensee, manufacturing, and distribution partner for Keef brands in Canada and leveraging the extensive Keef U.S. manufacturing and distribution network to access the U.S. cannabis market. So they are working back and forth for each other. The partnership positions Bev Canna for rapid growth within the U.S. Now, something else that just came through recently, this is halfway through February, was the announcement of the receipt of the Canada Standard Processing License. So now they are fully authorized to begin the production at its full service high capacity beverage manufacturing facility. You might be asking, how much can this company actually produce? Well, at their current bottling capacity, they have about 210 million bottles per year that they can produce. They also have a 40,000 square foot HACCP certified manufacturing facility. They also have had a recent capital injection. So they had a fully subscribed 3.5 million above the market offering at $1.50 Canadian. So people really want to buy the stock. Now, I think there are some catalysts coming up. For example, on their presentation here, it says we are also actively exploring brand acquisitions, strategic partnerships, and joint venture opportunities. So I think they're going to continue trying to make acquisitions, trying to make partnerships, trying to expand their brand. Now, I also like the fact that they just started working with Keef brands. I think this is going to help them expand into the US. They're also going to have that e-commerce platform from California to try to expand their sales. I think this is a company that will continue to grow, and they are making really good acquisitions. They have $55 million plus in assets right now on their balance sheet. Their Bev Canna assets pre-acquisition was about 15 million Canadian. They also have the land, water source, the facility from Trace Brands, which is about 37 million Canadian. Now, this was just announced March 4 that Bev Canna appoints former PepsiCo executive as president. Ms. Pineda is a highly experienced sales, marketing, and commercial leader within the CPG sector, having held senior and executive roles at global companies such as General Mills, PepsiCo, and SC Johnson. This is something that's awesome to see from the company, being able to pull in such an experienced executive that has such a broad range of experience in some really top companies here. This is a very high growth company. It's in a growing sector. If you guys want more information on it, you can definitely take a look at their website. Again, the ticker symbol for OTC is BVNNF. But of course, do all your own research. Also, I can't tell you what to buy and sell. I'm not a financial advisor. Also, there are those links down to WeBull and to Patreon if you want to see exactly when I'm buying and selling different stocks. Thank you guys for watching so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for hitting the like button. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'll put one up here on the end screen from yesterday. Thank you.